This lesson's on expanding and simplifying. And that's where I have an expression such as x plus 1, and I'm going to multiply it to 2x minus 4. So that means that I have all of this times all of this. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to take everything in this set of brackets and multiplying it to everything in this set of brackets. There's a couple of ways of doing this, and it doesn't really matter which way you do it because you're going to end up with the same answer. It's just that one way it's kind of easier to keep track of your terms, and so that if you miss something, you're able to pick it out quite quickly. So one way of doing this is making a chart. And what we do is we take one of the set of brackets and we put it here, and we take the other set of brackets and we put it here. So if I have, I'm just going to change color here, x plus 1, so that's this stuff goes here, and then 2x minus 4, so that's this stuff going here, and I make a chart out of it. And I take each row and each column and I multiply it together. So 2x times x is 2x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Then I have positive 1 times 2x, which is 2x. And then I have positive 1 times negative 4, which is negative 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the stuff in here, all of the terms that are in here, and I'm going to add them all together. So I have 2x squared minus 4x plus 2x minus 4. And now I'm going to group my like terms. So this is the expanding part. I've expanded this out, and so it now looks like this. Now I'm going to simplify it, which is grouping like terms. So that means I have 2x squared, and I have minus 4x, and I'm going to add 2x to that. So I have minus 2x minus 4. So I now have expanded this particular expression and simplified it to this expression. Now I call this the chart method. Then there's another way, which you may have heard, called FOIL. So that's where, and I'm going to just rewrite this. So I have x plus 1 times 2x minus 4. And what I'm going to do is, and it results in the same thing, I take the first two terms in each and multiply them together. So, and then I have, so that gives me 2x squared. Then I take the outside and multiply those together. Actually, I'm going to keep the same color, so that's minus 4x. Then I take the inside two and I multiply those together, so that's plus 2x. And then I take the last terms and I multiply those together, which is minus 4. So that's why it is known as FOIL, first, outside, inside, last. So I've expanded it. Now I'm going to simplify it. So again, I have 2x squared minus 2x minus 4. And as you can see, these two are the same. We have the same answer, so it doesn't really matter which one you use as long as you're consistent. All right, so let's do some more practice. So here's another one. I prefer the chart method because if there's a hole in your chart, you know you've missed something. So again, I'm going to make my chart, and I have 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 7. And so 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 7 is 14x. 3 times 3x is 9x, and 3 times 7 is 21. So that's the expanding part. Now I'm going to simplify it, so I have 6x squared plus 14x plus 9x plus 21, which is 6x squared plus 23x plus 21. And again, you know you would have made a mistake or you've missed something if one of these boxes is not completed or not filled in. And that's one of the common mistakes when expanding and simplifying using the FOIL method. All right, so now this is an opportunity for you to try one. So I would like you to pause the video, and I want you to try and expand and simplify this particular expression. And then once you finished it, you can start the video again to see how the solution, see if your answer is the same. Okay, so we have 3x minus 4, 4x minus 7. Now this time you'll probably notice that I took this one here, this bracket here, and put the terms here. And this one I put here. It actually doesn't matter which, whether you put it across the top or down the side, because you're still going to end up with the same thing because you're just multiplying. So making my chart, so I have 12x squared when I have 4x times 3x. 4x times minus 4 is minus 16x. Minus 7 times 3x is minus 21x. And minus 7 times minus 4 is 28. So that's the expanding part. Now simplifying, I have 12x squared minus 16x minus 21x plus 28. Sorry, that's still expanded. And then simplified, I have 12x squared minus 16 minus 21 is minus 37x plus 28. Whoops. Fix that. 28. There we go. All right. So I just want to do one more where we have a negative in it, because sometimes you'll see an expression that looks like this. Where we have a negative out here. And so how do we manage that? Well, it's really no different. Usually what I do is I put the negative, I do a set of brackets, and I expand first. So I have 2x squared plus 2x plus 6x plus 6, and grouping all the terms together, 2x squared plus 6x plus 2x plus 6, and I'm going to simplify, plus 8x plus 6, close my brackets. Now I'm going to take this negative and I'm going to multiply it to every term within the bracket. So multiply it to here, and to here. So I have minus 2x squared, this is a 2, minus 8x minus 6. So I have now expanded and simplified this one here. What I always do is I manage with the negative last, because otherwise mistakes tend to happen. So just don't multiply it through until the very end. So now, again, this looks slightly different. We have x plus 3 all squared minus 4. And really, when we look at this, I am going to show you what it is not, and this is another common mistake. This is not x squared plus 9 minus 4. This is not what it is. This is incorrect. What it is x plus 3 times x plus 3 minus 4. Because this squared means that I have all of this multiplied by itself. So that is what I have here. I have x plus 3 multiplied by itself, which is x plus 3. So, to expand and simplify this, same process. We have our set of brackets, we have our chart, we have x plus 3 and x plus 3. I have minus 4 out here, x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. And so now I group all of the terms that are right in here. And I have x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9 minus 4. Bedmass rules, I must take care of everything in the brackets first. So x squared plus 6x plus 9. All right, that's as simplified as it's going to get. So x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus 4, which, and I don't need this set of brackets. So that gives me x squared plus 6x plus 5. And if you'll notice, these two are very different. All right, so please do not do this. Make sure you follow this, these steps over here. All right, I have another one here, minus 2 times x minus 4 all squared plus 2. And I would like you to try this first, so give it a shot and see what you can do with it. Pause the video, and then when you've tried it, you can start the video to see if your solution's correct. Okay, now that you've tried it, let's try. So what I have here is I really have minus 2, x minus 4 times x minus 4 plus 2. And what I'm going to end up doing is expanding and simplifying this part first. Then I'll multiply through by negative 2. And then I'll finally add 2. So, minus 2. And then I use my chart. And I have x minus 4 and x minus 4. So I have x squared minus 4x minus 4x plus 16. So that becomes this. So I have minus 2 times x squared minus 4x minus 4x plus 16 plus 2. Then I have minus 2, and I have x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus 2. Now I have to multiply everything through by minus 2, so I have minus 2x squared plus 16x minus 32 plus 2, and I have minus 2x squared plus 16x plus 30, minus 30. So this here is the expanded and simplified form of this here. So how this relates to quadratic relations is that, if you'll notice, this one here was vertex form. I have now changed it. If I made this an equation, this one here is now standard form. The previous ones we were looking at, those were factored form. We expanded and simplified those into standard form. So it's a way of changing forms of an expression or of an equation depending on what you're dealing with.